All right, glad to be here tonight.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah, I believe so. Y'all hear me all right? Okay. Glad to be here. This is my second time, I believe, up here at the Postmark. Yeah. Thank you, Tony, for... Tony don't care who he invites up here, does he? Appreciate it. Appreciate the band. They're a great band. But I've been around Campbell County folks all my life. And I like them real good. I stole one of their women, by the way, my sweet Patsy over there. She's a Campbell County girl. How about the key of C, fellas? This day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. Lord, I hope this day is good. Lord, have you forgotten me? I've been praying to you faithfully. I don't claim to be a righteous man. Lord, I do the best I can. Send down the thunder, Lord, send down the rain. All that I'm asking is a little less pain. And you plan just how it should be. Make a good day for me. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. Okay. Since the dawn of time, all that I'm asking is a little less crying. It might be hard for the devil to do. It would be easy for you. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be happy, Lord, I know I should. Lord, I hope this day is good. Oh, Lord, I hope this day is good. All righty, that's one of my favorites. That came from a Williams boy. His name was Don Williams, I believe from the 70s. I want to do another Williams boy song here. And he was popular back in the 50s. He left us much too soon. One of the great singer-songwriters of our time, Mr. Hank Williams Sr. There's still some Hanks left. Hank 2, I believe they call him Hank Jr. He's pretty good. Then Hank 3, it's debatable about that boy, but he has his moments, I can tell you that. This is one of his old ones, and it's a key of C. This band's doing pretty good, don't you think? This is one Hank wrote and recorded called They'll Never Take Her Love From Me. If today the sun would set on all my hopes of care, there's one smiling face. For she'll walk along beside me up the golden stair. They'll never ever take her love from me. What a fool I was to go and break the trust she gave, and watch her love turn into sympathy. It's the one regret I'll carry with me to my grave. They'll never ever take her love from me. Okay, boy. Someone else's arms will hold her now and find the rest, but they'll never ever take her love from me. I thought I'd make her happy if I'd step aside. Now I know her love will never set me free. They'll never ever take her love from me. No, they'll never ever take her love from me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now I go way back as far as Campbell County. I used to work shows up here for the great Elmer Longmire. He had East Tennessee Music Hall for years. Then he moved away up into Powell Valley. I even worked him shows. Worked with a lot of players. How many remember Johnny Bingham, the left-handed fiddler? Oh, he worked with me for a long time, John Bingham. And I worked with Monroe Queener and Red Harris. Red Harris and I were in the Museum of Appalachia band. I was with the Museum of Appalachia in that band for nearly 20 years. And so I took a notion after Mr. Irwin stepped down on the account of health reasons that I'd just retire and get out and fish and see a little country and everything, and me and my sweetheart have a wonderful time. So I retired up there under good circumstances, by the way. Anyway, I walked into Ciderville Music. I told my friend David, I said, man, I've retired. Me and Patsy's going to fish. We're going to sight to sea. He looked at me and says, when you coming to work for me? I said, it's Monday too soon. It's real sweet, ain't it, Patsy? So what I do over at Ciderville, I'm their instructor over. I teach people how to play guitars, banjos, mandolins, and fiddles, and ukuleles. Got a lot of young kids that's doing real good. Also, I'm fortunate I have my own store over there, my own shop. I sell the used instruments over there. So I reckon I'll get out of music when the good Lord says it's enough, because I ain't had enough yet. Key of G, fellas. We're still on old Hank here. We're down memory lane with us. Hank was good about writing gospel songs, too. He wrote some of the prettiest gospel songs. Oh, you're so aimless, like Bill was saying. I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. Jesus came like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light. No more in darkness, no more I'm telling you, this band is smoking up here tonight, aren't they? Good band, good band. Where'd you get these boys, Tony?
They were standing down here on the street corner and playing.
Yeah, I've enjoyed all your entertainers tonight. You had some good, yeah. This young man right here is a good singer and picker, I'm telling you. Yeah, all these kids are good. How we doing on time? Okay, all right. Let's do one of my songs. I'm a songwriter. I've written way over 100, and some of them have gained national attention all over the world. Some of my greatest tunes, I wrote one time called "The Girl on Jerry Springer." It went viral with me. And then I wrote one about my great friend, Popcorn Sutton. Anybody ever know who Popcorn Sutton was? Popcorn Sutton's last run, it won Best Moonshine in a moonshine song, won #1. I beat Hank Jr. He wrote one too, but it evidently wasn't good as mine. I won first place. And then I wrote one about some old boys up here and somewhere around LaFollette or Jacksboro. They're good old boys, you know, a little bit, I guess I'm a little bit unlearned about a few things, and it was called Snake Salvation. I wrote that too, that went viral. I would perform one of them songs, but I won't tonight. I'm going to be a good boy tonight. Patsy don't like me to perform some of my songs, do you, Patsy? Get the key of these fellas, and I will do one I wrote. I grew up in a coal camp. My daddy was a coal miner, and this is called Coal Miner's Blues. He worked in the coal mines here in Anderson County and parts of Campbell County, and he worked in Harlan, Kentucky. When I was real little, he worked there at Black Mountain. And coal miner's life is not all that easy. And this song reflects on it, Coal Miner's Blues. Got the coal miner's blues, I keep them all day long. Got the coal miner's blues, I keep them all day long. At the end of the day, I'll sing a lonesome song. Well, I make my living 3 miles underground. Yeah, I make my living 3 miles underground. Where the timber squeak, can't you hear that deadly sound? Right now, boys. of mine too. Back when I was growing up there in Bryceville, my daddy and Uncle Beecher had a coal mines up there. And actually Uncle Beecher, it was on his property, and it was called a wagon mines. They sold coal for people to heat their houses with, and they made a living at it. Uncle Beecher had 2 mines on the property there, and they pulled the coal out on a wagon with a little mule, they called him a bank mule. Anyway, and I often wondered why he had 2 mines and he never worked but one of them. So one day, neighbor's boy and myself, we ventured down to check the other mines out. At the time we were very young, we didn't know what we seen, but we walked into a full-fledged moonshine still in operation. Uncle Beecher, he wasn't only a coal miner, he was a moonshiner too, and he ran a moonshine still there in that second mine. Daddy was a preacher, and Daddy didn't have a clue Uncle Beecher was doing a little bit of that tomfoolery there in the other mines. But anyway, like I say, we didn't know what we'd found that day. Later on in life, I got to thinking, well, we discovered a moonshine still. But anyway, it was Uncle Beecher. You ought to check out one of my books about growing up in a coal mining camp. I've got some books available. Also got CDs available too. And I guarantee you every story in them books is true, but I did have to change some of the names to protect the innocent. Key of G, fellas. This is another song I wrote. This one's close to my heart. It's called When the Roses Bloom in Heaven. He was standing by her bedside as he held her withered hand. Through all the long hard years, he had been her only man. Now the time had come for her to go. She whispered, I love you. And when the roses bloom in heaven, I'll be waiting there for you. When the roses bloom in heaven, I'll be waiting there for you. In God's garden of Eden, He prepared for me and you. And when you cross old chilly Jordan, beyond the shadows deep and blue, when the roses bloom in heaven, I'll be waiting there for you. Although the times were often hard, but they done their best for Jesus to gain their just reward. Now the time had come to say goodbye. She whispered, I love you. And when the roses bloom in heaven, I'll be waiting there for you. When the roses bloom in heaven, I'll be waiting there for you. In God's garden of Eden, He prepared for me and you. Near also chilly Jordan, beyond the shadows deep and blue, when the roses bloom in heaven, I'll be waiting there for you. When the roses bloom in heaven, I'll be waiting there for you. All right. Boy, I grew up loving gospel music because I was getting it from every direction. My daddy was a Pentecostal preacher. My grandmother was a Baptist, and my Aunt Ruby went to the Methodist church. And I went to the Methodist church on Sunday morning for Sunday school. And I either went to evening services with Daddy or Granny, so I got it from all directions. That's why I like gospel music so good. But it took several years, I'm gonna not exaggerate, but it was 1984 before I learned the first read. April 16th, 1984. That's when I accepted Jesus as my personal Savior. And the Lord has been really good to me. I got to do this song here. This is a song that I love. It's in the key of G, fellas. This band's great, don't you think? And I love to hear Elvis do this song. Elvis is one of them guys that started with Sun Records back in the 50s, along with the great Johnny Cash and Jerry Lee Lewis and Carl Perkins, and all them rhythm and blues bands, a lot of good black groups. Sam Phillips with Sun Records got it all started, and I believe people can still tour the old studio. I believe it's still down there. This is one of my favorite gospel songs that Elvis done. Oh Lord my God, when I get lonesome wonder, gotta sing your own, the world my hands have made. I see the stars and hear the thunder, Thank you. Now, I don't want to quit here. I think they got to shut it down at 9, right? I'm having a good time, but I can't quit without doing a Johnny Cash song, can I? That was one of my heroes, you know. Might even do 2 of them. How about the key of G, fellas? Love is a burning thing, makes a falling rain, bound by wild sorrow, I fell into a rainfall, I fell into a burning Okay, key of A, fellas, key of A. I'm gonna use my cheater bar on this one now. Well, a bluegrass festival wouldn't be the same without one. How many knows what this is? Yeah. Key of A, fellas. I've lost a lot of my music buddies here in the last year. And I'm not going to mention all of them, but the latest was the great Wade Hill. I worked in bands with Wade throughout the years. Great banjo man. And I hear every day about more of them passing, you know. I'm going to do this song in memory of all my music buddies. It's called Go Rest High. I know your life on earth is trouble. Only you could know the pain. You weren't afraid to face the devil. You were no stranger to grieve. I'd love to see the angels' faces. Oh, when they hear your sweet voice sing. Glory is high up on that mountain. Putting up with me, and give this band a hand, I'm telling you. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Tony Brown.
I want to take just a moment to thank everybody for coming out tonight and all of our performers. Your guitar's coming apart, my goodness. I want to thank Nora Ellison, Dalton Coker, the Roberts sisters, Mike Johnson, Josie Hensley, Shane Carter, and Mr. Tony Thomas, and all of our special delivery band members, Dr. Wilson, Stevens, Will Barber, Steve Harrison, Josie Hensley. We'll let them play us all out. Play it long and long.
Good job.